What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hamilton. We out here doing another interview with my boy King Hollis. We in Atlanta, Georgia. This is my dog. Hey, I met this cat, bruh. I watch his videos viral all over YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media platform you're thinking of, he's on it. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. You can find his work. He's a motivational speaker, one of the youngest in the game. He's killing it. Coming after all the old heads. We was just talking about it. You know, I'm the youngest in the dunk game, so it's you know, we can relate to some stuff. But I found him on YouTube. I was watching, you know how you guys watch motivational videos when you guys going through something. Obviously, you need motivation. You search stuff up. He was one of the speakers in it, along with a few other great speakers, and I had to look him up. He stood out to me. So a lot of yelling, like you need to get yelled at as an athlete, especially. Like people are always like, you can do it, but he like straight to the point, uncensored, and that's what I love about him. But I just went and listened to one of his videos, and I was genuinely inspired. I jumped wheel that track meet too, because I was hyped, I was turned up. But you know, we did that.
That's what I do it for, man. That's what I do it for, Hamilton, man. I wanted to speak when it came to athletes, especially specific athletes like yourself. I wanted to speak to that inner beast that we all got inside of us. A lot of us, we realize we got this talent, we got this amazing gift, but sometimes we don't believe because of the places we come from and our backgrounds, or lack of fatherhood, or just lack of family, lack of knowledge of becoming a man or a woman. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to be that individual that I wanted for myself. As a young man, I grew up. Father was in the street. My mother was a heroin addict, and I basically had to raise myself. I had to become a man before I became one. A lot of you kings might understand that verbiage. But the reason why my passion in yelling is what comes out of me is because it's a cry. It's a cry for success. It's a cry in a real fight to make it. And not die in that neighborhood that I came from. And a lot of people understand when we in the barbershops, we sitting around, a lot of African American males in general, we're very, very passionate. Sometimes it can scare people how passionate we are. But it's because that is the only thing we have. That's the only thing we know that's going to change our family life and going to change our life. Exactly. And the moment we lose that passion, we lose our entire life. The great Tony Robbins once said that passion is something that can never be taught. It's something that you're born with. It's a fire that reaches throughout your soul to reach that dream that you want for your life. And for you, that's track, that's basketball, that's teaching other athletes, those everyday athletes, to become something greater than they think they are. Because the definition of greatness is a man that believes it's there. He gotta believe it's there. And once he believes it's there, he goes after it every single day. He don't need an alarm clock to wake him up. He's up before the sun is up because he wants this. Everybody wants this. Imagine every day waking up, King, and it's another you waking up. Same time, same city, same place, with the same dream. What's going to separate you from him?
Exactly. You
think posting Instagram posts or dressing cooler, going to school, is going to make you the best? No. What's going to make you the best is giving that extra inch and going that extra mile. When they sleep, you working. When they partying, you working. When they talking about arcades, you working. You talking about your dream. You got to become addicted to this. Like any other drug in the world, you got to become addicted to this. That's the only way it's going to become addicted to you. We live our life for the game, King. But what I realized in my life, a basketball, a football, track cleats, a hockey puck, a baseball, it doesn't have a heartbeat. So all we can do for the rest of our life is love it. It can never love us. Everything that they give us, that game gives us, is because we earned it. The game gave us nothing. But we gave everything to the game.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I'm sitting here with this man, and I've heard you like preach this basically on your YouTube videos, and I'll put the link in the description so you guys can subscribe to his channel. But it's like the work is motivational. Like, who wouldn't want to listen to this? Like, there's a difference between a big difference between what you want to hear and what you have to hear, and he's giving you what you like, what you need. Like, you need this. Everybody needs motivation in some type of some time of their life, and I appreciate you for dedicating your life to doing that for people.
Absolutely.
You know, because some people have it in them and they just hide it. They don't want to share it. They want to keep it to themselves.
Absolutely, and it's a big stigma going around right now on motivation. They say motivation is a waste of time. It's not really needed. Inspiration is really not needed. But I tell everybody, motivation is never, a person speaking motivation is never a god or somebody higher or bigger than you. It's simply an individual that's reminding you of the greatness that you already have inside of you. They can say that motivation is not needed, but motivation goes together like water and ice, ladies and gentlemen. It's a perfect match. Education and motivation. Education and motivation. You can get all the education in the world, but if you're not motivated to apply it, you can never grow. You can never spread your wings. You see, King, I have no college degree. I was labeled basically mentally retarded when I was in elementary, middle school, and going into high school. I could barely read at a 14, 15-year-old level. But what I told myself during those times, that I was behind the 8 ball. I was behind. I felt like I was behind everybody else. I had to tell myself that if I wanted to change these things about myself, I was going to have to do it myself. I was going to have to dedicate everything I had in my body to become a better man for myself, because nobody is going to raise me. I realized that. It's like that scene in 300, man, when you seen that little boy walk into that cave and he looked them dark wolves into the eyes. That's the projects, that's the hood. And every day we had to wake up, we had to look those vultures in the eyes. Kings that, you know, it's individuals that live a regular life and great people, and it's also individuals that wake up every day to cause bodily harm, to rob and take. But I know they're heartbroken. I know they're alone. I know nobody never told them they could be anything. So usually when a man reaches a certain level in his career, and I'm reaching a certain level in my career, and no, I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about enlightenment. I'm talking about purpose and legacy. I'm reaching a new level in my life. And what I realize is, ladies and gentlemen, this very simple thing. You find what you were born to do when it becomes easy to you, but amazing to the world. That's when you see your dreams come true. That's when you'll be the greatest. And I tell everybody, man, anybody out there thinking about giving up, you want to give up today, man, look at this brother. Look at me, 5 years ago, homeless on the side of a Turkey Hill gas station, no money, no phone, and no hope. But today, I'm over 400 million views on YouTube. You probably listened to me plenty of times, but you just didn't know the face. I never complained about attention. I never complained about the followers or subscribers. But what I want you guys to remember from William King Hollis, and when it comes to motivation and when it comes to athletes, when I was speaking to you, I was speaking to myself. You guys just happen to hear it. So I'm not that speaker telling you anything. I'm that speaker telling you, come with me, and I'm gonna follow you too. You know what I mean?
That's facts. What would you tell a younger athlete or just a younger child that's struggling with things and don't know how to deal or cope with it? They're just like starting to get into that phase of their life when they're struggling. What would you say to them?
I would tell them to find that happy place inside their mind. Think about that first thing that made you smile, that first person that showed you something that you wanted to be. That first memory. It could be that memory of you going to your first away game for that wrestling match, a basketball game. Go to that place every time you go to your dark place and stay there, because the only way you're going to escape that project or that abusive home or that that place of uncertainty is if you believe in the things that's not there yet. See yourself in a place. Put yourself in a position in your mind and wake up every single day and chase that. Disconnect for anything that ever told you that you couldn't be something. Pay attention to the friends that dry hate. You know those individuals that when you tell them what you want to be and you look them in their eyes, they say they believe in you from their mouth. But when you look in their eyes, no, they're not telling the truth. The number one way to fail in life, kings and queens, is to go in the wrong direction. The direction of nothingness. The direction of uncertainty. But if you go to that happy place, that place that made you smile every time you seen it, that thing that kept you up at night, if you keep your eye on that, you'll hit your target. It's a saying by Napoleon Hill called "Burn those ships of the past." And the story goes like this, one of my favorite stories to tell. One day, a group of soldiers attacked the island. And when they got to this island, the island was filled with hundreds and hundreds of soldiers, and they realized that they were outnumbered. But what the general said was, I didn't come this far to only come this far. So he sent a couple of his boys back to the boats that they came in on, and he had them burn the ships. And he told the soldiers, today you have no choice but to fight for your future. So if you're being held back today, kings and queens, I simply want you to do something today. Light a match. Not a real match of fire, but that match that lays deep inside your soul, and burn the ships of the past so you can focus on your beautiful future. Because greatness is not behind you. It's only ahead of you.
That's love. I think we should stop it right there because I want them to come and see you. You feel me? So man, y'all heard it first here, man. If you follow me, and he's been on my live a few times, I've been on his live a few times. So if you're a follower of mine, this is somebody that I would strongly advise you to go and follow, because I get all types of DMs of kids talking about how they're depressed that they can't reach this athletic goal, or they're getting mistreated at home. Like, I get DMs like that all the time, you know. So stuff like him, people like him, he would reach out back to you if you're struggling with something. He's not just gonna ignore your DM, you know.
Definitely. King, before we go, one more thing. All you football players out there, man, that lost your season, I want to tell you my condolences, because I know how you feel. I know you feel like life is over with. I know you feel like, where am I going to go now? Because for many of us, that's a place where we release a lot of our stress and escape from a lot of our demons that we have back at home. But I want to tell you this, King. This generation, these kings that were supposed to go out there and play this season, I want to tell you something, man, you're special. And understand that life is not over until the oxygen is out your body. So what I want you to do is work hard. Go to the lab. Stay focused. Stay around your brothers. Build that camaraderie that you're supposed to have as a team and as a brotherhood. And I simply want to tell you, man, wipe those tears off your eyes, man. Corona won't stop nothing. And remember, this is the year 2020. You're the special generation. So remember that. Stand like that. Walk like that. And breathe like that. The season will be back in no time. Keep your head up, Kings. Real up.
William King Hollis, man. Y'all know what to do. I'm going to put all his info, social media in the description. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to actually put his a link to his YouTube account in the video as well. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching and listening this far. I hope this helps and gives you guys some type of motivation. This is just like a sample of what he's offering to the world. So I'm blessed to be here. I appreciate you for allowing me in your home.
Man,
much love.
man.
Went from listening to him on YouTube to in his house. That's crazy. You feel me? So we out here. Our stock is going this way. The only way to go is up. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We here for y'all. We out.